So, welcome back to Blackphoenix Entertainment. Today, we're going to talk about the top 5 things that I hate about this Can-Am Spyder. I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Alright, welcome back. So, I'm going to talk about the top 5 things that I hate about this Can-Am Spyder. Let's just get right into it, because I'm sure some of you are like, hey, Ryan, thought you loved your Spyder. I do! But there are some things about this Spyder that I am just not a fan of. And let's talk about it. First thing, all the electronic aids and all that fun stuff is cool. It's just too much. The sensitivity and thresholds and all of that are just set way too high. Traction control, stability control, all that stuff really takes the fun out of some of these more aggressive rides. And maybe that's fine for some people, and maybe some of you don't notice it because you don't go over 20 miles an hour on some of your back roads or whatever. Me, on the other hand, I like to ride this thing. I like to get what I can out of it. I like to just enjoy my rides that I have, and it's not always just spirited riding. There have been times when I'm just trying to pull out of an intersection, parking lot, driveway, and you turn the bars a little bit so you can take a left or a right and give it a little bit of throttle, it shuts right down. That is ridiculous. And BRP and Can-Am really need to fix that, because if I need to pull out of an intersection, I'm trusting that my machine is going to do it. I'm trusting that when I'm hitting the gas, it's not just going to bog down and sit there in the middle of the intersection while a car is coming at me. That's not cool. So, yes, while I hate that, what the answer is not no aids whatsoever. We should have buttons for all the Spyders. We should be able to have a sports mode, aggressive, race mode, stuff like that. So that way we can control the thresholds of, alright, how much traction control do I really need? How much stability control do I really need for the type of riding that I'm doing for that day? That would fix it. Alright, number 2. Kind of goes along with it. Actually, there's a theme here, so stick with it. Tires. The stock Kendra tires are absolutely terrible. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Regardless of whether or not you're doing spirited riding or not, they suck. Now, I've replaced the back tire with a car tire, a Kumo car tire. Car.
Today, Junior!
Car tire. Night and day difference. The Spyder ride's completely different for the better. Man, I'm getting rained on. So I highly suggest, no matter what model Spyder you have, no matter what type of riding you're doing, get rid of those junk stock tires. They suck. So, the third thing I want to talk about is performance. I have a 2013 Can-Am Spyder RS. This is their sports version of the Spyder that they discontinued. It has the same amount of power as all the other Spyders. There's no difference in power. If you get the RSS, you get a couple more options. Most notably is a Fox-tuned suspension. That's great, but quite honestly, that's not enough. Give us more power. So Can-Am, BRP, why can't you give us more power in these Spyders? You've got snowmobiles, you've got jet skis with much more powerful motors in them than you put in any of your Spyders. What is up with that? There are turbo motors that you could drop. Rotex turbo motors that you could drop into your Spyders. Imagine how awesome that would be to have a stock turbo Spyder. That would be insane. And yes, for those of you who know my channel, who know me, I have definitely modified my Spyder quite a bit with the Power Commander. I can tell you, what I have definitely should have at least come stock, bare minimum. Like with the much more free-flowing exhaust and the tune and all of that. Man, BRP, I think you missed the boat on the performance Spyders. Alright, fourth subject, marketing. BRP, is, for the Can-Am Spyders, I have seen little to no marketing for them in the US market where I am. I don't know if they market more overseas or not, but I had no idea these things existed. I would have bought one a hell of a lot sooner when they came out in 2008, which means I probably, over the years, probably would have gotten 2. You would have gotten much more of my business if I knew you made these goddamn things. So the marketing makes me hate the Spyder, not only because they don't do it, pretty much. But it's like, I don't know who you're marketing towards. No idea. Who is your demographic here? Because you discontinued the sports Spyder, so obviously you don't want to market towards the younger crowd, which is Harley's problem, which now they're starting to fix by coming out with some new bikes. It's going to become BRP's problem. You've got to have the cool factor. You've got to market these things as the cool thing to ride. And cool, yeah, you can have the cruisers, you can have the touring bikes and all of that. But if that's not cool, if a younger kid, 18, just got his license, motorcycle license, or 21 or whatever, wants to buy something different, and he doesn't think that the Can-Am Spyder is cool, he's probably not going to get it. And now we'll double back to what I was talking about before by making a stock turbo Can-Am Spyder. Imagine that. Imagine the marketing. Imagine Can-Am comes out with a commercial or an ad or whatever, rivaling the Hayabusa, saying, hey, we just dropped a huge-ass 1330 turbo motor in our new Can-Am Spyder Sports Edition. That would be insane. Put the right people behind it, find like a retired MotoGP racer or something like that to help you market that. That would be absolutely insane, and you would sell those off the floor so much that you wouldn't be able to keep up production. I guarantee it. Alright, so being cool is a good segue into number 5 of why I hate the Can-Am Spyder. The stigma that goes along with riding a Can-Am Spyder, which is half of Can-Am's fault in the first place. It is totally not cool to ride one of these. And that sucks. That totally sucks. Because people ride Spyders for different reasons. One of the awesome reasons why people ride Can-Am Spyders is because possibly they are disabled or have a disability where they cannot ride a regular motorcycle, and that allows them to get out and ride, which is absolutely awesome. Alright, so number 5 kind of rolls in with that cool factor is BRP and Can-Am have made these things so uncool to ride. Like, really, like, people look at you most of the time riding, like, oh, you ride a Spyder? That's not a real bike. Get a real bike. Blah, blah, blah. Really, I hear it every single day. You see the trolls online. I hear comments. I get messages all the time. And the thing is, again, let's go back to the marketing. These things are so goddamn fun to ride. And the stigma out there is that they're not, and that they're loser bikes, and for people who don't know how to ride a bike. Let me tell you something. If you jumped from a motorcycle, and me telling you absolutely nothing about this Spyder or how to ride it, guarantee you'd one, either throw yourself off, or you would hit something. Guaranteed. Because it is a totally different beast. And I hate that about the Spyder, because like I said, they are so much fun. They're so different. I can't tell you, especially with the amount of work that I've done to my Spyder, the amount of looks that I get, especially from kids pulling to gas stations, parking lots, stuff like that. They love it. And I do get a lot of people asking me about it. Hey, how does it ride? Do you have to lean with it? How's the weight? And all that stuff. And some of that is from older riders. What I get a lot is, hey, I can't hold up my Goldwing. I can't hold up my Harley. I can't hold up my Honda. All that stuff anymore because they're getting too heavy. Perfect thing. And going back to the marketing, Can-Am could capitalize on that, but they don't. So there we go. I am not going to rant much more about the 5 things that I hate about the Can-Am Spyder. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And again, I appreciate all of you. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for all your support, comments, views, subscriptions, all that fun stuff. Check down in my description down there. I got some cool stuff for you if you want to check it out. I got some discount codes and stuff for some merchandise by some cool folks who want to support me. Anyways, it is now the end of the vlog, and I must now bid you adieu. So goodbye and good